Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth pregame.
Hey, is this thing on? Hello, testing.
No debate, cause it's over. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant.
What's up, Twitter world? There's my little OJ.
He's got an autographed OJ photo.
Has anybody heard the story about the Glizzy guy?
He fits today's generation.
Oh yeah, speaking of lady basketball players, Lola Bunny, bonkable. Yes or no?
Oh yeah, I forgot to add myself to it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Korner Booth podcast, or pregame actually. I am your host, Jared Klim. We have a great show tonight. Obviously, we have the NFL Week 2 kicks off in about an hour and 15. We've got two great guests tonight. Got a very fun six-pack. Nate is on the hot streak of a lifetime. This dude's on a heater. Back-to-back perfect parlays, which is why he's in first place. But he lives in a shitbox state, so he can't gamble on it. So, poor Nate. But we'll bet for him. That's what team is we are. Also, for those of you who keep score at home, today's the first. My vacation started about an hour and a half ago. And it started with me almost throwing my video game controller through a screen, because I'm not one to lose my temper as much as I used to, but NCAA football is just irritating in dynasty mode. Apparently, it rains every game in Arizona, and their quarterback is allergic to throwing the football in the rain. And Texas A&M is God, apparently. Also, I think my league commissioner made my schedule way too overpowered. But that being said, it's all good. It's just a stupid effing video game. This is why I don't play team sports, competitive games anymore. I just play solo. I'm Jared, ranting as always. Joining me, of course, is my amazing team. Let's do intros in a different order today. Starting off with the man in the hot streak, the man, the myth, the legend. He's currently in beautiful, sunny California, living under their 80% tax rate at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, Nate Wynn.
Hi, man. How you doing? I'm excited. I got my picks ready for today. I'm super excited.
Oh, I'm making you go first on every single one because I'm going to make sure I copy everything.
I got it all down to post it for you.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. All right. And also joining us is the Philly fanatic himself, the man who has the best hair at the Korner Booth podcast. He's our resident comedian. He is a diehard Eagles fan. And he called ESP I don't even know, called him a weenie, annoying. They all work. We all both hate ESP. Anybody who's a Philadelphia fan knows who that loser is. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy's not a loser. He's made Shane Gillis laugh. He's made us laugh. Ladies and gentlemen, look crispy. Melvin Dew. Chris Lipoff.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, gentlemen? Just got back from work. What's up, Nate the Great? Got back from work a little bit ago. Got me on the late shift. So I'm running on fumes right now, Jared.
Dude, I've been up since 4. I feel you, bro. I forgot to eat. Yeah, because I was like, oh, let me go work out so I can go play my game when I get home, and I'll be able to help advance the league for my friends. And I'm just like, honestly, I should just wait till after the show when I was drunk. I probably would have enjoyed it more. That being said, also joining us is my good friend. He's been friends with me since college. I feel so sorry for him. He's Anthony's father. He's host of Bets of Swagoo. He's Jake Smigglesworth, Matt Rodazzo.
Oh, Mr. Nate, how the turntables, and you're getting the mat. Ooh, what is that? Is that a book?
It's a new book. I found
Out
it
of the darkness.
I cannot wait to read it. It's really good, apparently.
You're going to read with the lights off or the lights on?
Hey, put a flashlight when you're reading it.
Yeah, just be under your blanket.
As
Yeah.
as possible.
You're on retreat.
I like how Nate's getting the 2022-2023 Swagoo treatment and is now getting to pick first instead. Well, that was me the last 2 years. They all had to play catch up, so they put me first. Now it's we play catch up with you, and I take the opposite of who you pick.
I love it.
I didn't see myself in second place 2 weeks in. I will just say that.
Yeah.
I didn't see myself in last place, but then again, this football season has just been kicking me in the nards left and right. At least my teams are undefeated so far. Yeah, so far. All right. Gentlemen, it is going to be a great show today. We got two guests rolling through. Hopefully he realizes I meant Eastern time, not Central time, because he's already late, but I'll shoot him the first guest text. Second guest is always late, but we always appreciate him when he shows up late. But that being said, gentlemen, we had a very fun development yesterday afternoon. I don't know if you folk keeping score at home. What the hell is Unc doing, man? I don't know if you guys. It's all over Twitter. Did he get fired by ESPN? I saw a report today. He was.
I will say this: you can't go live on Instagram by accident. That had
There's
to be
like
staged.
4 different prompts.
Yeah, you got to click like, are you sure you want to go live? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of weird.
There's like 2 different steps to like do it before you can.
Did he or did somebody say like?
There he is. All right, joining us now to talk about all funny things in the sports world. As I literally just texted him 10 seconds ago. He's a Chicago man. He is a celebrity in Tuscaloosa. He's a member of Perfect Game USA. Worked for Tim Tebow at one point and Barstool. One of my good friends and a champion of men's mental health, ladies and gentlemen. My good friend Cruz Oxenreider.
Damn, that was a good What's up, guys?
What's up, buddy?
I found my team, Cruz. Oh, let's go.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Go Bears!
Yes. Bear down, baby.
Bear down, baby!
He's already got his Aaron Rodgers book, Cal hat. He's doing good.
I look after last weekend. I'm a Cal Bear fan, lifelong fan now.
Yeah, roll tide, baby.
I can't hate them now because of Nate. Like Nate's like he's too happy and lovable. You're like, oh, I feel like a jackass trying to root against them now. See, Kevin makes it so easy to root against Alabama. That's why it's so does Kelsey for Auburn. Like it's easy to root against their teams. But like Nate, I can't hate you for liking Cal, man. It's kind of just like, yeah, Nate. Like, I'm rooting for Cal.
Go
like,
Bears, baby.
Dude, when they beat Auburn last week,
them.
I was high stepping across the living room, like, let's go.
So
Nate needs something to be happy about. He's not going to have.
I know, because some other
he's
team over here is
Yeah.
trash.
Oh, that's bad. Look, we were at the Yankees Cubs game this past Saturday in Chicago, and so we were looking at spreads, and we were like, man, I was like, I don't know if 13 is I think it was 13.5 Auburn was favored by, and we were kind of flirting with the idea of actually taking Auburn just because we were like all hate aside, I like to win money, so we were looking at that, but just out of principle we didn't do it. I probably would have hate betted. Them, but we got in the car after the game ends and we're like, Cal's still winning going into the fourth quarter. So we immediately rushed to watch the fourth quarter from my apartment. And it was glory. You would have sworn that Alabama won a national championship or the Saints won a Super Bowl the way I was screaming. Like it was awesome to watch that.
When NIU knocked off Notre Dame, Cruz.
I look that too. Like we caught the tail in because like the Michigan-Texas game was such a letdown. It never. I mean, that game was – I watched Texas go down the field so many times in that first quarter, and I'm like, Michigan has no answer. And the only way Texas was not going to score is that they just kept getting stupid penalties on themselves like they did all that first drive. But watching this Saturday was just so much fun. Like Auburn lost. Notre Dame lost. Hell, Oregon almost lost to Boise. There were some other games like Bama struggled against
the Heisman winner. They have the future Heisman winner in Boise. So it's like, I mean, he's an animal. Okay, listen, I know how much you want to ride for Milroe because let a naysayer know. But here's the thing: I can't discount the fact this dude's putting up Madden Ultimate Team numbers in a college game.
He'll win. He'll be in the running for the Doak Walker Award. There's no doubt. I mean, he is a freak. But if they didn't let Kellen Moore to win the Heisman, and he put up great numbers, but like no one's gonna give a Heisman to someone at Boise. Like, let's be real here. Right now, my guy, I actually plays for your team. I like Cam Ward a lot. I think he's gonna get invite. He's playing like this. They won the ACC. Milroe's got a lot of chances. Like, hey, I'll be up in Madison this weekend for the Wisconsin game. If he can go out there on Fox, national TV, put some numbers up, and then you get Georgia at home in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, actually. I mean, you don't crown someone week 2 of the Heisman. So everyone with like the Quentin Ewers things, like let's be real, like the last time a preseason Heisman winner actually won was Reggie Bush. That was it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm like, it was one of the USC guys. I can't remember which one.
It was Reggie. Granted, I thought Vince Young should have won that year. That's a different thing. That's
really splitting hairs. You're talking about 2 Hall of Fame level seasons.
Vince Young carried that University of Texas team. Let's be real. That USC team was so loaded. I mean, Lindell White arguably had a better season that year too. He had more touchdowns.
Yeah, listen, nobody ever said the Heisman got it right, okay? There was one year where they who was it? They gave it to it wasn't Johnny Manziel. There was one year where there was like all the way other guys more deserve. It's like every year the last 4 years. I'm trying to think which guy it was. It was an SEC quarterback who won. It'll come back to me. Anyway, yeah, no, this was a wild weekend, and I almost nailed my upset pick with Arkansas over Oklahoma State.
Another great game. Look, I think this is going to be, and if the first 2 weeks of the season, 3 if you count week 3 or 0, this is going to be a fun year. I think there's going to be a team, and I don't know what team it is yet, but there is going to be a team that is going to cause so much chaos and will like right now. Like, what if Vanderbilt continues the win? If they win this week, they hit their over for over 2.5 wins right now. There's a team like USC out in Los Angeles that is a sleeping giant who can be a big pain in the ass for teams like Ohio State. And
got to fly out there to go play them.
No. So
that's right. They don't have to fly to USC.
They have to come to them. And then you got a team like Miami. Like Miami is maybe, are they finally here? Have they arrived? Is it?
Let's win the damn conference first, and then we'll say maybe we were here. But
that's what I mean. But there's just so much parity. Like I think this is going to be the most fun college football season we've had since 2007.
Yes, I completely agree. Like this is like where anything can happen.
Yeah.
I would throw another one in there. This kind of reminds me of the I would say almost 2019, but 2019 had LSU, but they weren't really the favorite till like week 4 or 5.
No, after that Texas game, when they went to Austin, they beat Texas. I think it was like week 3, week 4. I like LSU was for real, and then the real.
I think you were on the show with me, and I said LSU is my national champ. Yeah, I think and Kevin screamed at me for 5 Italos Bama, and I'm like.
Look, that Bama team in 2019
was stacked too.
They were incredibly stacked, but Tua got hurt like again. I think he got hurt like week 6.
Wasn't that Vandy or something he got hurt against? Or
no, so he got hurt twice that year. So he got hurt against.
I'm talking about the hip.
The hip was Mississippi State. It was the week after the LSU game, which was even just salt on the wound. And then my boy Mac McCorkle Jones comes in. Lights it, lose the Iron Bowl. I mean, the highest scoring Iron Bowl ever. It was a nail biter. It was a great game back and forth, but Auburn Jesus struck again. Go out there, beat the hell out of Michigan in the bowl game, and then boom, me and you became friends.
There it is. I mean, technically we became that's right. It was right around that time because I think it was like the first time he came on the show was right around the Mac Jones fiasco. So,
it was leading into the preseason of college football. This was right before the schedule change I still to this day I call Texas A&M being the team that everyone watch out for, and they were going to finish second in the SEC West. And what happened?
They finished second. Also, I remember on your former podcast with our good friend Nick Perkins, where I drunkenly predicted North Carolina would go to the Final Four, and then they did. I said, here you go, Cruz, 20 on North Carolina, and then they win.
I'm actually looking to go to UNC Alabama for basketball this year. They play in Chapel Hill for the ACC SEC Challenge. If I can make it happen, I will be there. Just because, like,
if I wasn't poor, I'd be there.
Hey, look, man, just memes make money. I found that. So just get your meme game going. You'll be all right.
I listen. I mean, I'm not even ready for college basketball. Between my Diamondbacks and being number one wild card team, my Hurricanes are ripping and roaring. I got my Birds back. It's like college basketball, and then I got my Timberwolves with Baby Jordan. I like North Carolina basketball. To me is kind of sat back there as like the, hey, you sit there, sweetheart. You're good. It's like also with hockey. It's like I don't even give a crap about hockey. Hockey's just there.
I mean, look,
sports is so good for me right now. Like my 4th and 15th sports, I don't care about right now. I really don't.
Look, man, my college team is 2-0 in the top 5. My NFL team's undefeated. I've got no problems. My
college team was that ranked this high. Our quarterback was shorter than me. Donald Trump was still president, and we were all still in lockdown. So that's how long it's been since Derek King.
Oh, right. Wait, what are you guys ranked?
We were top 10. We were ranked 9th or 10th in 2020.
Were you really?
Uh-huh. And then we lost to.
I was thinking like 2017 when you guys had that crazy.
17 we were ranked 2. We lost to Pitt.
Yeah, that's right. My family friend of ours, DJ Dallas, was on that team. So.
Yeah, I am a big fan of DJ Dallas.
Yeah, he's good.
That's awesome, man. You know DJ Dallas.
So I watched him play in high. So he went to my sister went to his high school.
Okay.
And I went to his last game. He was actually a high school quarterback. Like,
dude, I remember. I know. I remember they talked about it a lot because him and Travis Homer split carries. I remember this team.
Dude was freak of nature athlete. So Bama wanted him. Actually, they offered, and he was actually going to go to Georgia originally, but Mark Rick got let go, and he didn't. And Kirby was pretty
Kirby can rub people the wrong way, is what I've heard from people.
Well, they wanted him to play DB at Bama, so he was recruited as a DB because he was like the number. He was a top.
Oh yeah, he played both sides of the ball coming out of high school.
Not his last year. His last year he didn't. He strictly played quarterback and a little bit of wild and running back, in some trick packages. But they but I just remember when Mark Rick took the job at Miami, he followed him. So it was like a huge shock to everyone because everyone thought he was going to Georgia. Like that, like Georgia kid from Brunswick, Georgia. It's a ton of money coming out from St. Simon's. They call them the St. Simon's Mafia. Basically, like all these big ass boosters for the University of Georgia. So like it was kind of a shock. I remember that too. I was pretty blown away when he decided Miami.
That was, it's so funny that those teams he kind of sat behind for a while because they had Mark Walton, Travis Homer, and then he finally got his shot when Homer got hurt. And I'm like, who's this DJ Dallas kid? And by 2019, the kid's a straight up electric factory.
Yeah, I went to that Florida-Miami game where they played in Orlando.
I don't want to talk about that. Brevin Jordan dropped the game when he touchdown. I don't want to talk about that.
But, I mean, DJ was the best player.
Oh, he was. DJ Dallas literally dominated that entire game. And literally Felipe Franks may be the worst college quarterback I've ever seen.
So, it's funny you say that because I just – the one thing from that game I remember is just Steve Spurrier looking so disgusted with Felipe Franks from throwing like one of the worst interceptions I think I've ever seen.
Is he the one where he like threw the ball backwards like this and it just went out?
Yes. Yeah, that's what it was. And then yeah, I mean that was actually a really good game.
That was an amazing game. And then it made it even better because then 2 weeks ago, I don't know, Cruz, if you were thinking about me while you were watching Miami kick the snot out of Florida, because I was high stepping up and down my house. I was losing. I had to go to a barbecue afterward down my block. When my neighbors went to University of Florida, and he walked out to his car, and I walk it up like a doofus wearing my Ray Lewis throwback. I had this hat on, and I'm like, Ron, I'm so sorry. And he goes, bro, we suck.
Look, I was at a bar in Tuscaloosa. It was raining. Weather was gross. We got there, and And I'm watching that game at the bar, and I'm just like, I did not see that coming. Like, I thought it was going to be a good game. I thought I wouldn't have been surprised if Miami won, but it's the way they won. Like, they were
I thought they were going to put up more of a fight, but once I saw Mertz get knocked on his butt once, I was like, oh, these
I saw just a team quit. I saw a better, more well-coached team in Miami. They looked great. I love the swagger. Like college football is so much better when Miami is good.
When there's like 5 schools college football needs.
It's like Nebraska,
USC, Nebraska, Texas, Miami, and I throw in Bama.
Yeah, I would say Bama now, but like back then, but like now, like people are just sick of us. So
I mean, I'm not, because everyone needs a villain.
I think Georgia's that new villain, though. I actually do. I think I do. I like the attitude has changed, and it's someone who's like the last. You know, I was at DeBoer's first game for Bama. I was at A-Day for the spring game. Like, there's a different.
Y'all are the underdog. Y'all are not the big dog.
No, we still are, and people like we still are. Like, our team is still really good. We're number 4 in the country for a reason. Like, we're a top 5 team. This is going to be. I think the Wisconsin game.
That's going to get ugly. That's why I put in.
I think I watching Wisconsin play. So I went back and I watched some of their games. We are going to maybe average about 7 yards a carry against them.
Cruz, I have a bold prediction because of how much I hate Wisconsin's quarterback, Tyler Van Doofus. I hate Tyler Van Dyke so much. He's such a little crybaby. For so much talent, he embarrasses my state. Here's the thing. I put a bet in already, or I think it's in my ledger. It's Alabama plus 30.5.
30 and a half.
I'm that, because I'm going to let you know right now, Luke Fickell is going to pull Tyler Van Dyke by halftime. The last time he played Alabama, back in, I believe it was 2021, when J-Mo busted one for 80 yards. It was like the kickoff game or whatever.
Tyler Van Dyke didn't play that game. That was King.
It was King. That was King. Van Dyke came in later in the season. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
King came in. Look,
I'm telling you right now, Van Dyke does not want that smoke. He is not. He looked awful against lesser competition.
Last week was I think last week was a good thing for us. Kind of like the USF game last year. It's a wake-up call. It's saying like, hey, like, we have a lot of things to fix. Like, if this was happening in week 11 instead of week 2,
yes,
I would be a little more concerned. In fact, but the way we came back and we just dominated the fourth quarter. And we took control of that game. Our defense played lights out. Okay. Like, we tried to give that game away. So I like where our defense is at. USF is actually a good team. Like, they have top odds to be the first group of 5 team in the playoffs. They're really well coached. They returned a lot of starters. So like, I didn't expect to blow them out. And the score is not reflective of what the game was. And I know that. But I think Wisconsin, the environment is going to be rowdy. This is the biggest game they've had since, God,
3 years ago?
No, probably, I'd say like 2017 when they're undefeated in the
the Corey Clement. Oh, no, 2016, the overtime game against Ohio State.
Yeah, I would say that. Look, they have a lot to play for. Look, Tyler Van Dyke is like, I don't think he's that great of a quarterback. He's going to have to play out of his mind. Like most teams that beat Bama who don't have a transcendent player like a Cam Newton or Deshaun Watson or Johnny Manziel, their quarterback has to play out of his mind. Like, for example, 2010 Steven Garcia, 2014 Bo Wallace, guys like that.
Chad Kelly. Is it Chad Kelly?
Look, white boy swag Kelly was good. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. That dude lit us up 2 years in a row. He was good.
But no, I get to your point. Like, like, this is it's a big game. They took away my option to take 31.5. They'll let me take 26.5.
If you're that, I'm confident in winning. I say this
I just threw a 5 spot on. I said, give me my money.
I will say this is that if I went back and watched it, Wisconsin's not built for this game. Like, this is a bad matchup for them. Like, it really is. Like, they got pushed around the ball against, South Dakota State. They just don't, like, we're going to average 7 to 8 yards a carry. Like, this is going to be a all down your throat kind of game.
You guys will only score maybe 40 points, but Wisconsin's only going to score maybe 10. I
have a score of 45-17. I think
that's about what I had.
I have 45-17.
That covers for me, Cruz. I'm good with it.
Covers. I think Ryan Williams is going to have another touchdown to add to his 17-year-old legacy. Dude's a menace.
There we go. All right, we got to talk some other headlines, Chris. Most I love to BS college football with you all day, my friends. We got to talk. Listen, we got to talk about Shay Shay last night. I mean, I'm in the gym, and I got a text. So you see Shay Shay? I'm like, what?
Oh, no.
And I made the mistake of, with my earbuds in mid-leg day, searching Shannon Sharp on Twitter and clicking the first video, and all I just hear is just some rated X shit. I'm like, damn it.
I want to know how you accidentally.
You can't. Chris figured it out. Chris went and tested. You cannot go live accidentally. It's like a 3-step authentication process.
Yeah. So, like, homeboy got hacked. He did it on purpose.
For some
or
cred.
The girl did it.
Oh, well, that's the thing is, like, those are my, I think he got hacked or it was for credit, the girl did it, because there's no, like, I don't see where he gains from this except he's trending for 36 hours.
The worst thing too was just, and look, I think I can attest for everyone except maybe like one of you. We've all had sex before. I'm not gonna say which one, but the noises that were being made were like some demonic shit. It was bad.
Listen, if I'm getting with a girl and she starts making some weird noise like that, I'm walking away. I'm like, what is going on? This is like an odd ritual or something. I need to leave before things start getting chopped off.
I mean, look, good for Shannon, getting in. It sounded like the girl was having a good time too. But you can't fake that. No, listen, we've all 95% of us listening, watching, or whatever have had enough experience to know that wasn't fake. That was real. It wasn't like they popped up Pornhub in the background and just said, let's go for it. Like, no. Like that was natural. But that was. Do you know who the most pissed off person is, though? Is Paul Pierce. Because Paul Pierce got fired.
I thought about that this morning. Oh, my God. I'm probably at work and we're talking about it
right now. He is livid. Granted, I like Shannon Sharp a lot more than Paul Pierce. And Shannon's like, I've had a chance to like meet him briefly, and he's a stand-up guy. He's super nice, very professional.
You're like the fourth boy who told me that before. I had a buddy who interned at Fox Sports, and he told me Shannon was cool as hell.
Yeah. So I mean, I look. He didn't show anything. Like, you didn't see anything.
You just heard things.
You just heard a lot. But
I think my best reaction though was with what Chad said on the podcast. I'm like, just Chad's reaction. I'm like, just everyone protect Chad Ochocinco. He's a national treasure. Like, just keep him alive.
and of all people to like let him know what happened, Cat Williams was the one to call him. Just imagine that call. Cat Williams like, you were live, right?
Bro.
I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with this WWE wrestler, R-Truth, but he was commenting on the stream, and he was like, Unk, you're live. Unk, he's grunting. He's yelling. He's moaning. He's breathing heavy. And then he's like, he's out of breath. They're done. Like, he just narrated the whole thing. He's like, he's doing his thing. He's Hawk 2-ing her, and then he's like, they stopped.
Max in the house.
He even reenacted the video.
Oh yeah, he made his own video reenacting it. Oh my God!
Hey, Cruz got the famous Mac on screen.
Yes, the famous Mac Oxenreider and his free Oxenreider. What's up, buddy? I know. You say hi.
All right, Mac, you gotta say hi to Grumpy Ghosty. There he is.
Oh God, look at that cat. Fat cat.
He's not fat. He's just lanky.
Yeah.
He's about to bite my hand though, so I'm gonna put him down.
Dude, I have a feeling too that Shannon is not, lacking in any department, so
Probably not being, a large gentleman.
yeah, so I don't, even if he would have been on camera, I still don't think it would have been that big of a deal. Look, you heard things, you can imagine things, but like at the end of the day, I think the only thing that got hurt was that woman and, a little bit of the youth. So,
let's just say shattered the backboard.
Yeah, socially and physically.
I don't think anybody in the world enjoyed it more than just Antonio Brown. Just has a deep dislike for Shannon.
Brown is, I think, please, whoever like Antonio Brown getting a Twitter account was the greatest thing ever to happen to mankind and to comedy. I literally have notifications now for when he tweets because if I need a good like comedy segment during the day, I just like what's AB tweeting? Like
I want to be white boy of the day, white guy of the day.
Me
like,
too.
I want to win that.
Tried.
Me too. Like we've all tried. We've all tweeted. Like I think everyone on our show has tweeted at AB at least 4 or 5 times.
So funny enough, Antonio Brown, because of him, is how I kind of started getting big on Twitter. I made a tweet back when he was on the Raiders, and you guys can go see it. It's pinned on my Twitter profile. It was when the whole helmet issue with the Raiders and everything was going on.
I told you why I was pissed at him for this, right? It cost me an interview with MJ Acosta. She was literally getting ready to come on my podcast, and she had to hop on a plane to go to Vegas or to Oakland to go see why the hell he's like walking off practice. I got an email from her publicist, and I'm like, I'm driving home from my job. I got out early. I was all excited. I was prepped for this interview, and literally, it's an email from MJ's publisher or publicist. Dear Mr. Clem, Mr. Costa had to hop on a plane to Oakland because of an Antonio Brown situation. It was wrote Antonio Brown situation. I sat there like this.
You can't do anything at that point.
I know. I just was like, because like then after that she got her promotion and like my connection with her was kind of just severed. I was like, you know what? What are you gonna do?
But
a girl she was in it who grew up in her neighborhood from Miami who works in Bell. Yeah, that's how I knew her.
But so I did that tweet, and I basically the famous scene from Friday Night Lights where Waterbug's looking for his helmet, and I tweeted it, and it was my first viral tweet. It was awesome. Like my phone would not stop vibrating. Antonio Brown ended up retweeting it. And so I was like, holy crap, like this is incredible. I had like guys from like I think like Marlon Humphrey from the Ravens, Antonio Brown, I think a few of the other
Marlon Humphrey.
So I don't know him personally, but my friend, my really good friend, who's a walk-on at Bama named Andrew Chandler, they're like best buddies. And so I've never had a chance to meet him. I'm friends with CJ Mosley, which he's
by
always
the way is marrying my aunt's best friend's daughter. By the way, random occurrence. Yeah. So she's from like the girls from Connecticut apparently. That he's married.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he comes up to Chicago all the time. So one of his best friends.
My aunt met him. She didn't even know who he was. She goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "Oh yeah, I play football." And she goes, "Yeah, Jared, he has very long, like colorful dreadlocks. He's a linebacker." I'm like, I knew automatically who she was. Didn't even need to finish the sentence. I was like, CJ Mosley plays for the Ravens.
He's from Mobile. It's from 251.
I remember you telling me about that. But that's honestly, yeah, it's cool, man. All right. Let's finish up on Shay. I think he's okay. I saw a tweet that they got fired, but I haven't seen any tweets about it since. I don't think he actually got fired. I don't think ESPN can fire you for making grunting sounds.
No, his job is safe. He'll be back.
His job is safe. All right. Our research man picked it up. All right.
He should be promoted.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, Hunter Renfrow stunt double, Josh McDaniels hater, Indianapolis Colts fan, and bodyguard for Anthony Richardson, ladies and gentlemen, DJ Stewart.
Gotta say, a few of those sacks. If suplexes are legal now, he's gonna need a bodyguard after that game.
All right, DJ, we just finished up talking about Club Shay and his IG Live fiasco. We're moving on quickly because we got a couple quick hits before we start talking Thursday Night Football. My man, Hassan Reddick. What did the Jets do? I'm actually curious to hear some out of town perspectives because obviously he's an Eagles fan. Me and Chris are a little impartial. because Howie Roseman offering the Jets like a 5th-round pick to get him back would be hilarious. Technically our cap can actually take his cap hit this year, which is hilarious. But Cruz, I'm actually excited to hear your thoughts as a neutral party here. What's the whole Hassan Reddick thing? What should the Jets do? How should they approach this going forward?
Man, at this case, I trade him. I take what I can get for him. I trade him. I cut my losses. He doesn't want to be there. It's getting to the point where you're not going to want him there either. It's going to cause a rift in the locker room. Like, Hassan is a great player. He is fantastic. He was great for you guys. He's earned. I feel like he's earned that contract. Yeah, I mean, he's a great player. I liked him coming out of college. Like I
watched him in college. I got to watch him play. It was incredible.
He's a Philly guy. Like I never quite understood why Philly didn't keep him.
I know he took plays. He's the inverse of Clowney, where Clowney would take plays off rushing the passer.
Yeah.
He would take plays off attacking the run. He would only hunt for sacks.
Yeah, I mean, then look, if that's the case, pass rush specialists are, they're kind of hard to find, good ones at least. He's a pass rush specialist. Like, for example, I'm hoping that's not the case. Like, I kind of look at him like you put him out on passing downs, like put him in 4th and long. If he's not going to play the run, play to their strengths. Like it's not like the Eagles are hurting and drafting players. I don't know how they continue to like just get these incredible players.
Did they play in the SEC? Yes. Did they win games? Yes. Were they coached by a good coach? Yes. All right, draft them, go.
Exactly. I'll just draft Bama, Ohio State, and Georgia. That's all he does. Which is hilarious because he's a Florida guy.
And Oklahoma. And also, by the way, our national title team, as much as our Super Bowl team, this kills me. I think there's like 7 guys on our defense played on that Florida State national title team, or like 5 of them or whatever. It was Bradham, Jurgen, Darby, and like 2 other guys.
Patrick Robinson,
and backup safety Trey Sullivan.
But I mean,
I remember that was great.
But only reason I know Patrick Robinson is because the Saints drafted him. That's the only reason I remember. But I think you just cut your losses. You're not going to get what you got for him. Like, you know that. But at the end of the day, this is a business. You move on, cut your losses, try and get something out of it. Like, I guarantee you there is a team that would line up to get him at a reasonable price. I think you can at least – because what did they get for him? It was do you know?
3rd rounder.
You can at least –
third.
You could probably still get him for a 3rd rounder if you get something like that. You can do a 3rd and like maybe pair it with a 6th to sweeten the deal. I don't really know, but he's a great player. If whatever you do not freaking trade him to the Chiefs, the Niners, or the Eagles. You send him somewhere completely else.
Oh, I know where to send him. It is out west to Vegas. We all know what's going to happen. What's going to be in the return for that
pass rush with Wilkins, Mad Max, and Reddick. Oh my God!
You package Reddick with some other little fun little treats in the bag, and you go get Devontae Adams.
Okay, stop it. All right, Dage, what do you think?
They probably should have worked out the contract thing before trading for him. Like, it should have been a little bit more locked in stone real quickly. So at this point, I don't know how you keep him unless you pay him. But then if you pay him, I don't know. I don't think you can really necessarily keep him at this point. Trade him, cut bait. I don't see how it works otherwise, unless they just like, you know what? Here's the money, you win, and then you get him back. But 6 to 1 and half a dozen the other. I feel like he's probably got to go, whether it's a trade or a cut.
Out. It's like, Cruz is gone.
I think he doesn't want to be here because he's not getting paid. I think if Joe Douglas called his agent, worked out some sort of contract of an area of money or years that he wanted, I think he would report and be perfectly happy as a Jet. I think he just wants his money. I think at the way that this defense performed last week, I'm not trying to overreact. None of them played in the preseason. Not one starter had 1 snap in the preseason, which is absolutely insane. I don't know why anybody not named Rodgers wouldn't play at least a few drives, but So I think that defense will be okay once they get the rust off. But I'm definitely calling his agent after this past week. I'm definitely seeing like, all right, hey, what movement can we make? We definitely need pass rush. I mean, the run defense was obviously not there either, but we had 1 sack and barely any pressures on Brock Purdy at all the time in the world to make those plays. With Son Reddick on that field, there would have been a lot more punts. So I am on board with now just swallowing your pride, calling his agent, seeing what he can do. Or like Cruz was saying, I mean, we gave up a conditional 3rd-round pick for 2026. That could be a second. That's only if he plays 1 and gets 10 sacks. I don't think any of that's going to happen. I think he'll report before week 10 and play the remainder of the season out, because if he does that, his contract won't be told into next year, and then he'll be a free agent. He won't be under Jets control, because if he holds out for the entire year, his contract will be in our rights for next year. So I think if he holds out continuously, he'll come back towards the end of the year just so he doesn't have to be a Jet next year. But at this moment, the man wants a deal. Defense looked like crap last week. I would give his agent a call and see what I can do. I mean, I've said, like, I respected the Jets holding their ground. From what I've heard from very credible Jets writers, that they had this all verbally talked out and they had an agreement, and something happened and he went back on that agreement. Now my attention has shifted, because I don't think anybody really expected the defense to play like that last week. So I'm on board with giving them a call and seeing what I can do. But if you can't get anything worked out in a area of money that you want, call some teams around. Do not trade him to a contender. Do not trade him within the division, the conference.
Send him back to Philly.
No.
Come on, do it.
God, no. Please, no. I will. Look, I think
Pass Rush Mafia is back, baby.
No, we're not doing that.
I think the 3 teams who should call right now, I would say probably
Atlanta.
the Texans try and pair him with Will Anderson. I think that could be in that D'Amico
And
Ryan
Daniil
defense.
Hunter. That's a loaded 3-man
I
rotation.
think that's a great rush.
I would also throw the Falcons, have him pair with Judon.
The Rams could use some help on that defensive line. They got a couple rookies there with Aaron Donald.
The Rams are my other one.
The Colts?
Can the
Can he
Colts
play corner?
make his contract?
No, I mean, because I honestly, as good as he is,
Well,
like,
I know, Cruz, your Mercedes fan was showing when I said Falcons, you kind of winced a little bit.
no, I mean, because they just went out and got Judon, so I don't think they'd make that call.
Yet.
What'd you say?
And he's okay with it.
They're paying. Judon's playing on his old deal, so they can.
And he's perfectly fine with it.
Yeah,
He's got enough money built.
He even said why he doesn't expect them to pay him for something that he has not produced for them, in a sense. Like, he's like, I haven't done anything for them. Why are they going to pay me?
Well, it's not that. If you bring on a guy like Reddick, he's going to get paid. Like, they're going to have to redo that contract. He's going to get paid, and there's going to be no money to pay him. And you're not just trading. You're not just going after him for a 1-year deal.
They could go get, like, the thing is with the Falcons. They are in this weird mode where they have to win now.
They're not going to win now. Did you not?
I know, but they don't know. Cruz, they don't know that. That's the problem. They're the 3rd best team in their own division. So that's the problem.
They are. I mean, look, the Bucks.
You guys look great.
The
Bucks, listen, you guys have to go in and beat the Bucks. Baker looks elite with Mike and the boys, but you guys look great. I mean, you did beat up a JV team, but still, you guys look great.
Look, I don't care how bad your team is. If you put up that many points in an NFL game, that says something.
I went and picked up Rashid Shaheed in 2 different leagues because I was like, I need this dude on my roster.
He's incredible. He's home run.
If Derek Carr's going to chuck the ball like that, I need to go get him. But we got to keep going. We got to keep rolling here because we have a time crunch. We are going to start the 6-pack in about 5 minutes. We're actually going to start it off. We're going to talk about this. Chris, distract us, Chris. What'd you have for lunch today? My bet, I'm going to take Dunkaroos.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
A slice of pizza.
Bag of candy.
Oh,
With a
shit.
seltzer.
I didn't even know. My computer was frozen. I had a Lunchables.
Damn
Oh, I was right. Technically, I said peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Wait, what kind of Lunchables?
I'm allergic.
No, Matt, you're thinking of
jelly.
crust.
It's actually a disability.
Ah,
I
son of a
gotta
nutcracker. You were right.
Yeah. No,
I heard the bowls, and I thought,
What kind of Lunchables?
pizza.
I thought I was right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
this
Nate
fucking
is on a
guy.
technicality. Nate's hot
There
streak.
you go.
I can never be wrong in this thing. Let's go,
Get the
man.
Capri Sun on the
Damn
side. It's game.
And I was a
It's-
fat kid. I should have known this.
Seriously,
You
not
had
what
you
the
had
fuck,
a
you were
you
built
had
for
a
this.
Lunchable
All right.
for lunch.
I did.
Why?
Why not?
Ooh.
What?
Morals.
Good. Good.
I mean,
Is
at
that
that,
like
dude, just get a regular slice of pizza at that point. Like,
Dog, you need to make your own pizza. Have the experience.
did it come with
Put
the brownie?
cheese and the tomato sauce on top.
Did it
Did
come
you
with the
get that
cosmic
cheese,
brownie,
Daniel?
Chris?
I did that in
It came with
elementary
a
school.
double chunk chocolate.
I knew he was gonna say that thing. Oh my god.
Oh man,
What
that
if
gets
we
a
what
5
if we
out
get
of
him out
5.
of here?
Ooh.
Oh my
Never mind.
God.
He's a big boom guy. So okay, now the Lunchable makes sense because he's still a child. Okay, got it.
What if we
No,
get him on
it's
there?
not
You're not a
level-
Doom guy? Oh, you're a Doom guy.
I am a Doom guy. You know why? Because that whole family sucks.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
you're-
Dude, they
I'm
rock.
sorry.
Cruz,
That kid- that kid is a-
I love Chris's aesthetic, but I
You hate
know-
Rizzler?
Okay, that kid is one cookie away from diabetes. All right, that kid needs to be on a
He's
treadmill.
That kid rocks.
He's literally Diabeto from fucking Family
He
Guy.
is like no cookie diabeto. Oh,
She.
I'm
Uh,
sorry. That
I like
is-
the Rizzler though.
He looks.
Rizzler-
Yo, listen.
The
When him
Rizzler's
and Lenny
electric.
Balls did the video
Electric.
together, I started dying. I'm like, we're encouraging this fat kid to be looking up to another fat dude. Like, this is not good. Like,
that,
make him go for a walk.
that kid's gonna have 3 professions when he grows up. It's gonna be an Italian mobster whack man. It's gonna be like a stand-in for a bad Italian movie. That's like
Prosciutto tester.
or the dude might just, I don't know, maybe puberty hits him like a Mack truck and he becomes an Italian god, but I ain't counting that happening. I'm just saying.
Over or under 3.5 chicken bakes he eats a week.
Over.
Over.
For sure.
Slightly over.
Oh my god. Yeah, have you had one? Like
They're
those
good.
things are-
No.
Like, you feel like
I
crap.
know, I've had one from Sam's Club or Costco or wherever the hell it's from. All I want to do is take a nap afterwards. Like I can't
So
even.
much like
Dude, sleeping next to a chicken bake?
It's so bad for you. It's
Oh,
like
if you can get a side of
literally 1,000
marinara,
calories. It's like what the shit. All right. As someone who literally has put down 1,000 calories of beer in a half hour, and I'm saying
What?
that should scare you. All right.
how?
Four
What do you-
triple IPAs.
Like JJ Watt.
Jesus Christ.
And a shot of bourbon because I'm just like that.
I wouldn't have counted the
It's
calories.
a
at that
Thursday,
point.
my guy.
That's good. No, that was called Eagles were in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, and I needed to drown the fact I knew the refs were going to screw us. We're moving on. We're talking tonight's game. Bills, Dolphins. Now, by the way, Josh Allen is 6-0 on Thursday Night Football. Just saying. They are 2.5-point favorites. By the way, I ran out of cans. Damn it. All right. Nate, take over. I'm going to go get another can.
Okay. Yay. All right. Bills and Dolphins.
Talk
Boys.
Bills and Dolphins. I'm going to go get another beer.
All right. Bills and Dolphins.
aesthetic.
Boys. Thursday night game. We're all excited for this one, I'm sure.
I could
right?
not care less.
Why not? This is
I'm
Bills
just
and
kidding.
Dolphins,
I'm
man.
very excited. I'm just kidding. I love listening to it.
Hey, Haktua. Say it, Chris.
Whoa, hold on.
Doing
Cool.
that thing.
On that thing.
Doing that
You feel
thing.
me?
I know Shannon Sharp was getting that, but anyways.
Hey, yo.
Oh my God.
Bring it up.
Our thoughts on the game tonight, boys. What do we want to see? Expectations, matchups. What are we thinking?
I want to see how Tua does. In this game, I feel like Josh Allen and the Bills have had their number the last couple of years. I know this game is early on in the season, big division game for him. I want to see how Tua does in prime time. Like that's the matchup I'll be looking for. Look, we know what Josh Allen's going to do. Josh Allen literally carried his team to victory last week. Went off for me in fantasy. The dude's a monster. I have a few bets on the game as well. I think the guy I really want to watch out for is Keon Coleman, the rookie wide receiver. Dude's a big body receiver. That's honestly him and Kincaid are the only guys he can throw to right now. So I think they're going to start working him in on the fold. The bets I have, by the way, Prize Picks, big Prize Picks guy lately.
Yeah, they said they were going to give a prize away to somebody if Tyreek Hill doesn't get arrested today. I think they said $25. It was a legit tweet. I had to check.
He's going to have a revenge game. I'm thinking 3 touchdowns, 200 yards.
I got him in fantasy for my league that me and like Kevin and all of our friends from home are in. So like I need Tyreek to drop like $180 and 2 touchdowns.
I need to see. Do I have anyone playing tonight? I have. By the way, I don't know how I got into this league. My team is stupid. Like in a 12-man league. I don't know how they let me do this. It's the PPR league. So let me read this to you right now.
Which league is this one? Is this the one you were in with Rochelle Ryan last year?
No, I did that. That was the Barstool League. I'm not in that this year. I still friends with all them. So, but this is a different league. So my quarterback is Josh Allen. My 3 receivers are Justin Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, and Chris Olave.
Oh,
My running backs are Najee Harris and Jahmyr Gibbs. My tight end is Mark Andrews, and then my flex is Brian Robinson.
did you get Garrett Wilson in round 2 or 3?
Did you have to like sell your kidney for a second first round pick? What the hell?
No, so I drafted I had the 8th pick in a 12-man league, and Justin Jefferson fell to me at 8.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
because nobody wants to take a chance
what a
on him
bunch
because
of
he's a
dummies.
quarterback.
Yeah,
But
and
Sam
then
Darnold actually throws to a number 1 receiver.
Yeah, but the
And
thing
this
is, like, that
that
happened a lot in fantasy because nobody wanted to take a chance on him because McCarthy got hurt.
I wanted, and then Wilson fell to me. I wanted Tyreek. Tyreek went like 2 picks before me. I think Rodgers and Garrett Wilson are going to be a good mix-up. That's why I have Rodgers on my bench. I had the Baltimore defense and I have the Saints defense. Saints defense went off for me last week. They're big sacks guys. Like they average. I mean, they've been a top 5 defense in the NFL for the better half of a decade, which is kind of crazy to say. Them being an offensive team, and then my bench, I have Keon Coleman. Yeah, I have Taysom Hill. Taysom of these. Of course I do. And then I have Aaron Rodgers on my bench. But like, yeah, and then I traded for Gibbs. So. But guess what I traded him for? So I was a Packers fan, and he wanted Jordan Love, and I gave him Jordan Love and Stevenson from New England, and I got Gibbs.
Okay, I don't know if you guys remember the tear Kenny Britt went on in like 2011, where he had like 8 touchdowns in 3 weeks. I traded Kenny Britt to my boy for Deshaun Jackson, and I think it was like. Whoever the running back was for the Raiders, I think it was Justin Forsett. And Forsett went off, and because McFadden was hurt, and Jackson went off. Kenny Britt tore his ACL on his first catch of the game. That's the only thing I can think of where it's the same thing. Oh my God, Cruz, you fleeced him.
Well, here's the thing. Like, he wanted Jordan Love. He did not have a quarterback. Like that was the one thing on his team that he really needed. And Jordan Love was on my bench. And so I threw in Stevenson from New England. So it's not like he didn't get a scrub there at running back either. But I needed an RB1 because Najee Harris and Stevenson, I was like, all right, like my team really needs it. So I threw the suggestion back out. Like, hey, I'll give you Jordan Love and Stevenson for Gibbs and Taysom Hill. And because I want to Taysom. Because I think he's going to, like later on this season under Kubiak's system, he's really going to start to tear it up. And then it just, I felt so, I texted him and I was like, dude, I am so sorry. Because the trade went final that Friday. And then that night game, he gets hurt. I felt so bad. But
great.
But I have a super team, knock on wood, big team. And I'm glad
if
that
you don't win the title game, you owe me at least a 6-pack of beer.
That's fair. I tell you what.
Yeah,
Barring
okay,
Barring
Nate,
injury.
you're a witness. You are a keeper of records. If Cruz does not win his title, he owes me a 6-pack of beer when I come down to visit him.
Barring major injuries. There's a caveat.
Barring major injury to Justin.
Yes, barring like the death of like one of his players. Yes.
If Josh Allen gets pulled over and shot, with that, then
Yeah, like if one of Seinfeld's crazy fans throws him off a ridge, then yes. All right, here we go. Gentlemen, it is time. Hopefully, this brewing company, by the way, they only have 200 followers on Twitter. Someone reached out to them today. Outlaw Brewing, craft brewing company out of Ohio. They're backed by Anheuser-Busch. The best light beer I've ever had in my life. It's also been the light beer I've had as I've cut weight. I went from 330 down to 285 officially as of this morning. So shout out to Outlaw Brewing for being my official cutting beer. I just bought a case of it for vacation because I guarantee I don't sell Martha's Vineyard. It's too uppity for them. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, time to crack a six-pack presented by the amazing people at candips.com. Promo code BELLYUP20 for 20% off at checkout. Candips is for a guy like me who used to dip for years, it is the best alternative for your chewing tobacco needs. I actually am stopping on the way to vacation to go pick up more. So that being said, we already talked about it ad nauseum. I started making picks for Bills Dolphins Thursday Night Football. Game kicks off in about 15-20 minutes, so we'll get rock and roll here. Nate, I told you you're going first on every pick. You're the hot streak kid, 16-0. 8 up, 8 down.
That's
Never
right.
been done in the history of Corner Booth. Where are we going?
Okay, can you repeat the Josh Allen stat again? You said earlier, if you
Josh
don't
Allen
mind.
is 6-0 on Thursday Night Football.
That ends tonight. Give me the Dolphins.
I love it. All right,
Yes, right.
All right,
That's
Cruz.
Man, give me Tua. Give me the Dolphins. I like this team. I think Jalen Waddle leads the Dolphins in receiving tonight.
Don't say that to me, man. Come on.
And he waddled away.
Oh, he said, yeah, he's 6-1 against the Dolphins too. So I'll take the Bills and Josh Allen. I think the tight ends actually get involved today.
All right. Any love for James Cook today, boys? I mean, like, possibly
over 49.5 rushing yards for Cook.
That gets me 5
over
yards.
70 total yards.
Great. Swagoo.
Well, that's not just Swagoo. I'm the reigning, defending, undisputed, two-time six-pack challenge champion right here.
Yes, man.
So I got to get my championship belt out for this one. Everything screams that you should take the Bills. I believe he's 10-2 against the Dolphins in his career. Dalton Kincaid, in his 2 games he's played against the Dolphins, has had, like, I think 11 catches for like 114 yards or something like that. So the Bills are going to have a good game. I am going to take Miami, though. My key to that victory is the Bills. The Bills are very weak on defense right now after they lost every single person you can imagine this past offseason. And they're going to be out with their best defender is going to be out right now on their defense with their nickel cornerback is going to be out. So I think Tua is going to tear it apart with the receivers. Devin Shane's playing, so that's going to be big for them. It's going to be a very close one, but I'm going to take the Dolphins in a tight win.
All righty. Chrissy.
Give me the Fins.
Ooh.
All right, I'm going with Chrissy and Cruz and Nate here. I'm going to take the Fins. I took the Bills initially, but what scares the daylights out of me is teams who are from the north go south to Miami, and for some reason, the Miami flu, I don't care if it's a Thursday, a Sunday, a Saturday, it don't matter. Give me the Bills to take the L here against the Dolphins.
Is this for the six-pack?
This is for the six-pack.
Plus, Chris made a great point because Tyreek, the whole situation last week, revenge game, quote unquote.
Revenge. It's a double revenge.
He was coming.
250 yards. Now, I think he's going to have a good game tonight. It is raining, though, so I will take that into account in Miami right now. Just got word.
So somebody's going to pull something. It's going to be Tyreek.
I did Google.
Nope.
Do cheetahs like rain? They do. So
Tyreek gets hurt in weird ways. He doesn't get hurt actually on the field. All right, we're going back to college, boys. We're talking Friday Night Football. I'm actually dragging my cousin out of his house tomorrow night up in Foxborough to go watch this game in a sports bar because I'm actually excited about this one. Arizona, Kansas State. K-State is a 7-point home favorite. Cruz, you're my college football expert. I defer to when I need somebody. How you feeling right now? Where you leaning?
Man, if this game was in Arizona, I would pick the Wildcats to pull the upset. I love what they have on offense. But Kansas State is in Manhattan is a crazy place to try and go win. They're my pick. They were my pick to win the Big 12 this year. I like them a lot. I'm going to go Kansas State.
All right. I like it. Nathan.
No, see, I'm scared because Cruz, you're an expert in college, man. So like, I feel like my college picks are like, ugh. But I'll stick with my gut. I got it on a post-it note. Give me the Arizona Wildcats. I love McMillan.
That's your upset pick, by the way.
Give me it then. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. You trust me, Jared?
I trust you, dog. I trust you.
Damn right. You're damn right, boss. Trust me.
Damn, I kind of want to flip my pick by how excited you are. You know what? Screw it. I'm going Arizona. Screw it. Yeah! I'm riding with my boy.
We're going
Let's go, Cruz.
Let's go. Yeah.
All right. Deej, how you feeling? Wildcats versus Wildcats.
I was so prepared to be the first one to take the Wildcats, and now I'm just fitting with everybody else at this point. But I'm taking Arizona too. I think Fafita is going to light them up. So give me Arizona.
It is not because Fafita is who Arizona's going to use in my friends league dynasty, because I tried to use Oklahoma State and I got yelled at because they're a 3.5 star instead of a 3-star. We can make jokes about that later. Anyway. I'm going to go Arizona. They're not my upset pick only because, unfortunately, Nate called it first. I will say this, though. Man, Kansas State to me just kind of looks – they need Will Howard back, and I don't like their set. I think they kind of coasted through a lot of their wins. Whereas with Arizona, let's not let the Northern Arizona game kind of catch them where they were. They were kind of – they were ready. Anyway, I'll start rambling. Maddie, go.
I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to go K-State with this one. I like Giddens, Avery Johnson. I think the dual threat's going to be a lot for Arizona. I know Giddens is averaging about 7.4 yards per carry. Had a big game the other day. And Kansas State at home, like Cruz was saying before he flipped his pick. I'm going to take Kansas State at home.
Chrissy.
Give me my boy Avery Johnson and the Wildcats. Rocking with K-State.
There you go. All right, moving on.
You and I just secured a pick right there. We're going to win.
That's right.
South Carolina, my boy Sellers. Rex Specs in the flesh, man. I mean, do your Tigers have it on the road
I hate
in
LSU.
Columbia? We'll start the two LSU fans.
I don't want
Chrissy. You want
Skip.
up first?
Skip.
All right, Maddie, you're up.
I'm gonna go with Chip Kelly's illegitimate bastard brother, Brian Kelly, who I just found out we're not related at all 2 weeks ago.
Cabbage Patch
No matter how stupid they freaking look, and then I can't stand Brian freaking Kelly. But I'm gonna go the Tigers. It's gonna be a really freaking close game.
Go Tigers.
It's this kid. They're freaking. I'm not happy about this.
I'll live and die in a hill with Maddie. I'm going to double up on the Tiger bet.
All right.
One day, Chris and I are going to go down to New Orleans and punch Brian Kelly in the face. Not really.
I'll drive. I just want to go back to New Orleans because I love that city, except for the.
Oh yeah, same.
I'm in, dude.
Dude, New Orleans is my favorite. Literally, my cooking specialty is Cajun. I literally learned how to cook Cajun in New Orleans when I was in college. So like
that was the greatest food I've ever had out like on vacation. Like that's just amazing place.
Look, I've had some of the best food I've ever had living in Chicago the last 2 years. New Orleans is the best food in the country, hands down. I don't even think it's close.
Oh, Garrett's not even close. You go to a shitty dive bar on the corner and you still have a better sandwich you get in Manhattan. All right, Nate, rock and roll kid, what you got?
Look. You lost at USC. You barely beat Nichols last week. But I feel like this is the game y'all will like kind of come together and show what you're really made of. Give me the Tigers.
Not so fast, my friend. This is my upset pick this week. Give me the South Carolina Gamecocks pulling the upset. This team throttled Kentucky last week, and they lost their quarterback for half the game? Like, it was not even close. South Carolina, the fact they're not ranked is almost criminal. So, gave him shout to my Papa Bobby, my grandfather, a South Carolina alum. That's the reason I was kind of partial to them. Give me South Carolina for the dub here as my upset pick. Chrissy, Market, Stone. Deej.
Marked.
Last time South Carolina beat LSU, about 90% of this panel wasn't even born yet. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with LSU on this one. I don't think they'll cover, but I think they'll win.
What was that year?
1994.
Oh, I wasn't even born yet.
There's two.
I wasn't a thought yet.
I wasn't. I was in the works.
Fresh out of the womb.
My parents were considering me.
I think my parents were still they were just newly married. So yeah, no, I wasn't even in the
You were
works.
merely a glint in your dad's eye at the time, so you weren't ready.
Yeah.
So in the famous words of that little kid outside the Louisiana Superdome in 2022, you can't spell LSU without the L. Give me the Cox to pull the
Yes,
upset.
Cruz! Let's go!
South Carolina, that place is gonna be insane.
Get Sandstorm playing. Let's get it ripping. Come on.
I think arguably South Carolina has the best freshman in all of college football right now at the defensive end. He's a freak. This isn't I love Beamer ball. I am a believer in Beamer. I think this LSU team is a fraud. I thought they were overranked to begin the season. They had no business being that close in a game with Nicholls State. No disrespect to them, but that dude ran wild against them. This South Carolina team has a chance to do something that in the beginning of the season I didn't even think was possible. I like this game. I'm taking South Carolina money line.
I am too. I'm rolling with it hard.
Yeah, I gotta say I agree. I hate my team. He's right. This team sucks.
You gotta believe, Chris. You gotta believe.
I believe too many times.
Bro, we got Dr. Nussbaum.
You don't
That's
lose
true.
2 first-round wide receivers, a Heisman-winning trophy quarterback, and you don't do anything on the defensive side of the ball to get better. You don't know how to use your best player in Harold Perkins. I don't think Nuss is that great of a guy. And Brian Kelly just continuously shits on his own team. Like
He's not a leader.
He's
not a
a
leader.
family man.
He is what he's always been. He's an arrogant asshole who can recruit. I don't know how he can recruit, honestly. I never understood like the whole like how he can recruit such great classes. He's not a player's coach. He's not.
The TikTok videos were speaking to me.
Yes.
Brian Kelly is a reason why recreational activities is what helps me sleep at night.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, boys, the backyard brawls this weekend.
Ooh.
That should be a
What
fun
noise
game
is
to
that?
watch. I didn't put it in the 6-pack because it's basically a pick 'em, but yeah, I love it. We got some split for the Cox, some for the Tigers. It works. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Tigers and
Bucks
Cox.
Lions NFC division round rematch. Motor City Dan Campbell, my dog, 7.5-point favorites at home against Baker Mayfield. Those upstart Buccaneers. Nate, I told you I'm putting you on the spot tonight, man. Where you leaning?
Bucks played well last week. Love Baker Mayfield. Hell of a comeback so far in his career. But these are the Lions, man. Amon Ra had a bad game last week. He'll bounce back this week. Give me Detroit.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
All right, Chrissy.
Dean Town is mean town, dude. Give me the Lions at home. They're home, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
That's where it says at Lions, yeah.
Give me the Lions.
I will take the Lions as well. My biggest thing is I love Tampa. I love everything they do as a team, but Detroit they kind of remind me of that 2016 Falcons team where they just kind of just find ways to just beat you. They don't need to beat you with their best receivers. Like Amon-Ra St. Brown had 2 catches, and they beat the Rams with David Montgomery. And then Jameson Williams, JMO for being just a fun player to watch. But yeah, they just find ways to beat you. They don't need to beat you with their primary. They beat you with their second, third, fourth option. The Lions are going to have the best record in the NFC by the end of the season. This is one of those games. Give me the Lions. Cruz.
The Lions are my pick to win the NFC. It's going to continue this week. I do think this game is going to be a good one. I'm going to take the Bucks to cover, but I think this is a game that comes down to late in the fourth quarter, and I just think the Lions are just too good. I love this team. I really do.
I do as well. All righty. DH.
I'm in the same boat. Bucks cover, but Lions win. I think Jahmyr Gibbs gets in the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown bounces back a little bit too with a bigger game.
All right, Swagoo.
Bucks destroyed the Commanders last week, but that is also a on both sides of the ball. That is very much a rebuilding team. Now they have a much bigger test in front of them. I think the Lions are going to be probably the second best team in the NFC. Could be the first. We'll see how that goes. But I got the Lions at home. Jared Goff playing in a dome is just a different quarterback than Jared Goff not playing in a dome. So give me the Lions in this one.
All right. Everyone went, right? Everyone went?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I want to make sure. I'm trying to avoid this season excluding people and having to go back. So, all right. Moving on. We got Bengals, Chiefs. Chiefs 5.5-point favorites at home. Nate, I'm going to start with you, my friend. How you feeling right now? Where you living?
Chiefs. The Chiefs. Kelsey, please, for the love of God. I know what you're doing with your girl at a tennis match. That's fine. But don't go out there and give me 2 catches for like 20 yards again. Go be you, bro. Give me the Chiefs, but Kelsey, for the love of God, help me. Travis Kelce.
I'm going to stick with Nate in this one. I'm going to go Chiefs as well. Bengals are just looking like a shell of their former selves right now, but they always kind of get off to a slow start to start the season off. I know the Bengals have the Chiefs number, Joe Burrow versus Mahomes all time. I think Joe Burrow has the edge on that, wins-loss wise. But give me the Chiefs at home. I think they're going to get it done offensively.
All right. And Mr. Cruz.
Muted.
Damn. I did it to myself. There's sirens going on right now in the background in the beautiful, safe city of Chicago, by the way. Give me the Chiefs. I don't think this Bengals team is nearly as good as they were the last few times that they matched up. There is no Joe Mixon. There is no Tyler Boyd. I don't like what they have at tight end. I don't know what's going on with Joe Burrow. I don't know, and I hate it. Because I like it. He's a fun guy to watch, but this Kansas City offense, you messed up and you gave Patrick Mahomes the fastest wide receiver in NFL Combine history. Travis Kelce, I think he'll bounce back. That Ravens game, like no tight end did good this weekend, so I'm not really putting a lot of stock into that. I think the Chiefs win by 2 touchdowns.
Nice. All right, I will take the Chiefs as well. Usually I take the Chiefs to kiss of death, but the Bengals looked fractured to me last week. I watched, like, besides the Zach Moss touchdown run, they really had no positive plays. They looked rusty, looked out of sync. And this is not the get-back game. They needed to play like the Browns this week or something like that, where they actually had a week to like kind of get their stuff together. Nah, this is ugly. Give me the Chiefs by – they're going to cover too. They're up to – the line is now moved, by the way, to -6 because Vegas knows something we don't. Quote my friend McNasty, who, by the way, McNasty is going to be making his Thursday appearance, his first Thursday appearance, next Thursday as we do my show live from Martha's Vineyard. Should be a fun time. Shout out to my boy McNasty Sports. Anyway, he said – watch out for Vegas giving you hints. One of them is when they move the line from 5.5 to 6, they're telling you there is not much here for the Bengals. So I'm telling you right now, the Bengals are hosed. I think they're going to start the season off 0-2. This is the break the Ravens needed to get off to a okay start in the AFC North. DJ.
And it feels like the Bengals, whenever they're the most count out, is when they randomly do well. Like when they're 0-2, they're written off, then they go on a run. They're 1-3, they go on a run. So I'll take them to at least cover. I'll take the Chiefs to win, but I think the Bengals will cover. They'll get momentum in the second half to actually turn things around. It'd be kind of foolish to pick the Chiefs to lose this one based on everything.
Oh, yeah, I'll totally roll with that. All right.
I'll say
I believe Chris is the last one to pick.
Yeah, I'm going to take the unpopular choice. I'm going to run with the jungle. Give me the Bengals. Now, could this be my upset, or it's got to be?
Yes, they're 5.5-point dogs at home.
Let's go.
Wait, no. Sorry, you missed a cut. Sorry, Bengals.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Sorry. They need to. The line would have to be like 6.5 or 7.5 at.
I just altered the spread.
It's still they needed another point now.
That's all right. All right.
All right. Moving on.
Bengals.
Last one. Jets versus Titans. Can Mayo Boy knock off Darkness Retreat?
No.
Nate, bring out your book.
No.
He's reading in the dark tonight.
Because I actually am a firm believer in the Titans. I think they actually will cover here, but I got the Jets. I'll take first look at this one. The Jets.
Sing it, Matt. Come on, sing it. Jets. Sing it.
Oh my god.
He's been
Come
damaged
on!
too much over the years. He's
Jets,
not doing that right
Jets.
now.
Yeah,
He's been
Nate
through too
has
much
been
health
so
for this.
damaged by how bad the Giants are. He needs another New York team to root for, so he's picking the Jets.
Yeah.
I gotta save it for next Thursday when I yell that in every Patriots fan's face that walks by my
That's right.
seat as I have the aisle seat.
I'm on vacation with a couple Patriots fans, and that's the Thursday night game, and I'm like, y'all might get railroaded by the way.
I hope every little kid that goes to that game cries.
Who hurt you?
Dang, that's harsh, man. Damn.
Can't wait.
I've been
Anyways,
friends with Matt for a long time. The Jets and Patriots did.
yes, mostly the Jets, but
Matt's
also
the definition of man. F them kids, bro.
No, Matt is the definition of that Cole Sprouse name, the goddamn Jets.
yeah.
That's Matt's life.
I'm obviously taking the Jets here. I think last week was a very big humbling experience for this team. I think they've been entering the last 2 years with a lot of swag on their shoulder, which rightfully so with what they have, but they also haven't accomplished anything yet, and they're acting like they have. And I think this was a good humbling experience. They got absolutely destroyed on primetime TV. Now they can go back to the lab and figure it out. And I've already seen some guys on defense posting some workout pics, which is great, but I think this is a perfect bounce back game. They have an easy 4 weeks coming up. And so I think they turn it around here. I think they take care of business on the road against the Titans, and they can get to 1-1. So give me the Jets over the Titans.
There you go. Nate.
Go with the Jets. I believe in Rodgers, obviously, because the cover of my book. I'm so excited to read this. I'm so sorry. I know I'm showing it like a lot.
Only I read.
So I'm super excited. I don't read it much either, but I saw it on TikTok. I was like, I got to read it. In the dark, like you mentioned at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, flashlight under the blanket in the dark.
You wrote it in the dark?
Yeah, he had to.
Maybe you'll find out. Maybe that's on page
out.
7.
Yeah, true. But yeah, give me the Jets, man. There's no way this team goes 0-2 to start the year. No way. And this Titans team blew a 17-point lead to the Bears, and the offense only scored 2 points. Come on.
I need to get that photo of Will Levis on his knees after that interception, just framed or blown up, because that was amazing. Just everybody's running after the guy, and he's just like,
No. I need that framed in the house.
All right, who's next? Let's see. Cruz.
If the Titans wouldn't have choked the way they did in Chicago this past weekend, I would lean towards taking the Jets. But a loss like that can honestly ruin your season. And I've never been a Will Levis guy. I don't know why he got so much hype. I don't know if it's because his girlfriend was really hot or it was the sex tapes or whatever. The dude's not a good quarterback. He's not an NFL guy. I think this is a get back, get right game for the Jets. I think I think Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall are going to eat. I like the Jets big in this game.
I'm a fan of Will Levis, but my biggest problem is that he plays in a division where he's the third best quarterback on a good day, fourth best on a bad day. So
I would say he's the worst quarterback in that division.
Here's the thing: is I don't know what Trevor Lawrence I'm getting week in and week out.
No, scratch that. He's the fifth best because I'd still take Mac Jones over him.
Sixth best. Joe Flacco's still
All
out there.
Damn,
Cruz, your Bama fan is showing. Anyway, all right, who's still got to pick? DJ, right?
Yeah, Jets win. They cover. The Titans gave up 30 points, but gave up one offensive touchdown. Like they're a special case. So
they're just different. Man. I have Calvin Ridley in one league. I'm like trying to trade him as fast as possible.
Yeah, as soon as you can.
Wait, our league?
You
No,
don't want to trade
it's
for
me and DJ and Kelsey and Matt.
You don't want to trade for Calvin Ridley in a form.
Yeah.
I sure would.
No, Will Levis had Calvin Ridley so wide open and
Yeah,
over.
Nate, I'll trade you Calvin Ridley tonight, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
Right
he
now,
just-
live with me.
Don't
He has
do
to
it.
just pick him up off the waiver first.
Cruz,
Don't
stop
do it.
talking.
Oh, right.
Don't do it.
He's on the waivers.
No, you will not. You will not. You will not take advantage of my friend. You will not do that.
Aw, thank you,
If
Cruz.
if it was Kevin, I would 100% like say go ahead and do it.
Oh, it's okay. I have a listen. Kevin picked me as one of his groomsmen. At this point,
Go
he's
through a
already,
pick
he's already
already.
spent a life of pain.
Wait. Kevin's engaged?
Yes,
Yay!
Since when?
since June.
No way.
Yeah, he got married. He got engaged in Myrtle Beach.
He got engaged before I did?
Cruz, yeah, he got engaged before I did too, brother. Kevin found a girl who didn't find him annoying and was like, got it.
He
rolling,
never
ripping
posted
good.
it. He
Yeah,
never
he's not-
announced it. I'm on his
Actually, that
Instagram.
girl, she's actually a very sweet girl. I actually approve her greatly. Kelsey is a sweetheart. So
Hold on. I am upset about this, and we're gonna take care of this right now.
he's calling it.
Holy crap! This is like McAfee.
First of all,
Yes.
hold on.
Bro.
Calling him right now.
This feels like McAfee.
Hi, Cruz.
Hi, you are currently on the podcast right now. I have a question for you.
Yes.
You're engaged,
Yes.
and why did I not know this? Did you make it public? Because I just looked on your Instagram. I didn't see it.
No, not really. I mean, I've talked about it on my podcast. Plus, you don't really answer my texts, so I didn't.
What do you mean I don't answer your text? No, don't even try. Don't even try. When's the last time you texted me?
3 weeks ago.
Oh shit, you did. I'm so sorry. Monday. Oh yeah. Okay. August. Okay, yeah, August 19th. Well, I apologize for that. That's bad. But regardless, I feel like I should have known that you were engaged. Congratulations, by the way.
Love you, Kev.
Jared is also here.
Jared knew.
Yeah, I know. That's how I found out.
Oh, well, thanks, Jared, for telling people.
Well,
Thanks for getting-
Welcome, pal. Love you.
I'm very happy for you, and I miss you, and I hope you're doing well.
Thank you. I miss you and hope you're doing well, too.
Thank you. And then if you want me to come on the pod, I promise I will come on the pod. I will make time.
I will invite you before the day or the middle of recording next time.
Deal.
All right. Sounds good. Enjoy the corner booth.
I will. Bye, buddy.
Bye.
I'm a dead man.
Yeah. 3 weeks, Cruz? Golly, man.
I didn't know, dude. And this is not like I hate it. The way my brain works when I'm like making content or I'm making, editing or anything like that. If I get text and I accidentally read it, I'm not gonna go back. I feel bad. Like I even do that to my parents and my sisters sometimes. Like I just forget, and then the notification's gone and it gets buried. So I feel bad. So like I was like, he never texted me yet. I had receipts. I was like, shit. Oh, that was bad. I'm very happy for him though. I didn't even know he's dating anybody. So
Yeah, no, he met Kelsey like a year and a half ago, and it was instant.
Well,
Like,
good. I'm very happy. He's a
we
great
were at
guy.
the BC Miami game, and he was like talking about it, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, I think she's it." I'm like, "Let's go, man!"
Yeah, as hard as it is to believe, I'm actually a hopeless romantic. So I'm very happy for him. He deserves it.
All right, I'm not a dead man, by the way. I've not been relieved of my groomsman duties from Kevin, so that's the good news. Is,
By the way, the Bills are already in the red zone.
yeah.
No!
Nate,
Son
Nate,
of a...
Nate, I think I jinxed you by all the hot streak.
You son of a... I'm kidding. I knew it. Oh, my God, bro.
The game just started 5 minutes ago.
Nate,
I don't
Nate,
give a
Nate,
flip.
Nate,
Oh, don't
just
be
remember,
flipping now.
Nate, remember, your Giants blew like a 28-3 lead against us.
Right. You're right.
And so
You're
do the
right.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Falcons against Patriots.
If the Giants
Nate,
do it,
Nate,
the
it's
Bills
in-
can do it. You're right.
Nate, this is in the book, but RELAX. Relax.
Fine.
All right.
Fine.
I'm sure it's in the
Yeah,
book
but-
somewhere.
Somewhere, right? Page 35 or
We've
something.
made it through the 6-pack. Before we jump in the bets with Swagoo and roll on out of here, upsets and gimmies. Give me Miami to roll Ball State. That is my gimme this week.
Wait, did you put my entry in, by the way? You didn't, right, Jared?
What was your entry?
The picks I gave you? You didn't actually put that in, did you?
I did not.
Okay, cool. Phew, I'm safe. I don't want to cost you money, that's why.
Oh no, I bet your 6-pack already.
Oh. Ouch.
Nate, it was $1 on DraftKings. I'm not gonna lose. I win $80 if you hit. So I'm not complaining.
$1 is $1. Trust me, I have plenty of customers complain about $1. Trust me.
Yeah, no, I know. Literally, vacation money. At this point, I'm living it.
Yeah, I got to give me right because I picked the upset.
Yeah, you have a gimme. You took
the Wildcats.
Bear down, baby.
Bear down. Give me Texas over UTSA. That's my gimme, please.
All right,
Nice.
Maddie.
Oh, I
You have to take an upset there, good sir.
got to take an upset. I think I'm at. Ooh. Did I win my first upset week? I don't know. I won last week. FIU over Central Michigan. That was great on my end.
Yeah,
I have
fish in a barrel on that one.
I have my upset. I don't know if they're home or away, but it's plus 6.5. So I think I'm good either way. My upset is the upset of the week because this team is going to be upsetted for the 3rd time in a row. Give me Memphis over Florida State University.
Let's go!
I love it.
Burn Tallahassee to the ground.
If they lose this one, it's over. Oh my god, no way.
Mike
I literally looked at 5 matchups, saw that, and I was like, nope, that's it.
That's the one.
I love that pick. God,
I do too. I'm actually going to throw $1 or $2 down on that one. This is a singular.
It's a great pick.
Oh my god! All right, Chrissy, I believe you need to pick an upset.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The Bills just scored. Just saying, 7-0.
Who scored? Like,
Josh Allen to Cook.
oh, I needed Josh Allen to score.
Scrolling through the games. Has to be plus 6.5 at least on the road, right?
Yes, and plus 3 at home.
All right. Give me here's a wild one. Give me UNLV over Kansas.
Ooh, going against my man Daniels.
Don't think it's gonna hit, but it's a shot.
You got to believe, Chris. You got to believe.
Chris, I believed in Arizona and Arkansas over Oklahoma State. It went down to double overtime. It can happen.
I'm a Bo believer.
Start playing the song, the choir song from Deadpool Wolverine. You'll be okay. All right, Deej and Cruz, you guys are guest pickers, so you guys get free reign here. Do you guys have an upset in mind?
I do. I have a good one. I have an upset and I have a lock. So my lock is Bama over Wisconsin. I think the game's going to be over by the 3rd quarter. We're the Bama fans up there. We're going to be doing jump around. It's going to be great. Can't wait to do it. My upset of the week: Boston College over Missouri. Ooh. I like this quarterback. I think he's one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in college football. I think they're walking around with a little bit of swagger right now after that Florida State win. Look, as much as I hate Bill O'Brien for play calls at Alabama, the dude's not a bad coach. He won at Penn State. You know, he's winning now. There's something about this Missouri team. My
boy Jacket Caps Off is not going to be happy to hear this. Right?
That's fine. And look, Missouri is just a team. Like, I think there's something about
they
this
have
team.
One elite player and a bunch of okay players.
I think Cook is a decent college quarterback. I love Luther. I mean, that he's going to make an NFL team very happy.
He is the next, like, AJ Brown. Like he
I
is.
don't like their defense. I think they lost a lot from last year. I think last year they hit lightning in a bottle. I think that a lot of people are just coasting off of last year. I think Boston College wins, and then you got to line up, and then you got to go play Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia. Like, I don't see it, man.
Yeah, I got you. All right, Deej, quick upset. We'll roll into betting with Swaggo and get our ass out of here.
Lock is Ole Miss over Wake Forest. Easy peasy for an upset. Let's go Oregon State over Oregon. Oregon does not look too
the
sharp
Civil
considering
War.
how highly ranked they are. They have only plummeted, and Oregon State's weirdly competitive.
All right,
Ooh,
Maddie,
well,
the floor is yours, my friend.
Oh, now we're doing this again. Oh.
Yes, sir.
big screen, Professor Matt.
All right.
Awesome
Well, we'll
props.
speed through this. It's 8:30. I know we all want to go watch the game.
That's
So
my
let's start.
fault for not just stating the tempo. That's my bad.
Nah, it's all good. Let's start with some money line bets. So speeding through these, some obvious ones. Taking 49ers over Vikings, Chargers over Panthers all day, Ravens over Raiders, Colts over the Packers, Jets over Titans, Philly over Falcons, Houston over the Bears. I did pick Miami over the Bills. That's not looking so great right now, but it's early in the game. Nate, don't lose hope. So those are my money line picks right now. Some anytime touchdowns because I am a sucker for some good touchdown parlays. These are all individuals. So you can do whatever you want with these. Anytime touchdowns, I have Josh Allen, Tyreek Hill, Breece Hall, Saquon, Kyron Williams, J.K. Dobbins, and Derrick Henry. Some of my prop picks, not all of the lines are out, so I'm going over or under on whatever some of these are going to be, but I like Tyreek Hill over 94.5 yards. The Bills' secondary is kind of non-existent. Their best nickel corner is out. He destroyed who they play last week, the Jacksonville Jaguars through the air. Tyreek, I think every week is pretty good lock for about 100 yards. So I'm taking Tyreek Hill over 94.5 rushing, receiving. Derrick Henry 50 plus rushing. Malik Willis, whatever that line is, I don't care if it's 49.5. I'm taking the under on his passing. He was atrocious in the Titans. One time, I think his line was 80.5, and he hit the under. And that was against the Chiefs, and they lost by like 3 points. I'm not a big Malik Willis fan anymore. I was big on him out of college in that draft class because they were nobody. But I'm taking under on his passing. I'm taking J.K. Dobbins over his rushing line. And no Puka Nacua. He is on IR. So give me the over on Cooper Kupp's 84.5 receiving. My pick of the week is the Buccaneers plus 7.5 against the Lions. I don't think they're going to win that game. We already established that, but I do think they can cover that. And just Baker Mayfield looked great last week. We'll see what he can do this week, but I have them covering the Lions with the spread of the plus 7.5. All right, last but not least, my random NFL team same game parlay. Mr. DJ, I have highlighted your Indianapolis Colts for this week. And mostly because I think they're going to destroy Malik Willis. But all right, so I'm taking not only the Colts -3, I'm taking the Colts money line. So I think the Colts are going to cover, and I think they're going to win that game. I am just
disappoint you.
Listen, man. Nothing from what I saw in those couple of those games that he started with the Titans makes me think that Malik Willis is going to take the Packers to the promised land until Jordan Love comes home. But I had the Colts covering, the Colts winning. I got Anthony Richardson, 40-plus rushing. He ran for 56 last week. I think he can get 40-plus this week. I have Pittman, 5-plus receptions. Jonathan Taylor, I got 50-plus rushing yards. And I'm also going to take an Anthony Richardson anytime touchdown. So that is my same-game parlay with the Colts. That is my money lines. That's my pick of the week, my touchdowns, my props. Hopefully some of you guys win some money on this. I'm sure I will. Probably not. But remember, this is not advice. I'm not telling you what to do. I am just simply spewing facts, sometimes just emotional picks at you. You do with that with what you want. If you lose money, my name is Chris Lipoff, and I live in Philadelphia.
And at least you didn't bet on the Giants this time. Thank God.
Man, just doxed me on air.
After last week, I know we kind of scared you away, so our apologies.
All right. Well, gentlemen, this has been an amazing show. Shout out to Cruz. Cruz, where can we find you on all things social media?
You can find me on everything at The Real Cruz Ox. I'm a man of many memes. So I'm Gary. So look out for the weekly SEC, how your team did video. And then I tried doing the other conferences. SEC, it just means more. And then
means a lot to me, Cruz.
you know what? You know what I'll do? Just out of it, make it a lot easier for me. I'm gonna do the the AP top 25. How about that?
That's genius.
That is, I think I'll do that with the SEC ones, and then I do the NFC and the AFC. Those come out every Tuesday, and the SEC one comes out every Monday. So just be on the lookout for that. And then obviously, coming to a Twitter account near you.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, baby.
All right, and you can find DJ at all things High Low Sports on Twitter, Instagram, X, which is Twitter, Reels, Facebook, YouTube, everything. You can find him and Kelsey every Wednesday live at 8 o'clock. You can find me, Maddie, Nate, Chrissy, and of course our mascot Ghost at all things Quarter with Pod. Shout out to our sponsors, Camps, Seat Geek, and Righteous Felon. Chrissy, 2 straight live shows, no penalty box. Congratulations, good sir.
Thank you. I'm a man of God now.
All right, just felt like I'll be happy here today. Anyway, shout out to Belly Sports for sponsoring the show, obviously, and we will catch y'all on Tuesday after the Eagles-Falcons Magic game. Ghost, you got anything to say? Nope. All right, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you have a great weekend. Peace out. Clawing the shit out of my shoulder right now.
Oh, the Irish goodbye.
Yeah, Cruz, he stayed for the end, but he knew
Cruz cruised.
Cruz